Hello everyone, this is Joy, your instructor for computer networks. Today we are going to see what is computer network and its types. So let's start. What is computer network? As you can see, when two devices are connected via a dedicated link and when two devices can share resources with each other, it is called computer network. The link can be wired or wireless. So by definition, a computer network is a set of computers connected together for the purpose of sharing resources. Let's say the types of computer network. So the network is divided into three types. The first is based on structure, then based on size, and based on type of an individual device. Let's see all one by one. So based on structure, the network is divided into five types. The first is called bus topology, then star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, and the last one is hybrid topology. Let's discuss all this topology in detail. As you can see, this is the example of bus topology. You can see these four computers are connected via a cable, and this cable is called backbone cable. So in the bus topology, n number of devices can be connected to the single cable. You can see in this figure, one computer is sharing resources, but instead of receiving only one, all the remaining devices are receiving the data. What it means? It means that security is the main concern in the bus topology. When only one device is sending, the other device should be receiving, not the all devices should be receiving. Let's discuss the advantages of the bus topology. The first advantage is the number of cable required is very less. Why? Because n number of devices can be connected to the single cable. And the cost of the cable is also less because only one main cable is required. The disadvantage of the bus topology is that what if the common cable fails? If the common cable fails, so the whole system, whole network will crash and no device will be able to communicate. And what if all the devices start to send data at the same time? If all the devices starts to send data at the same time, there will be collision in the network. And if there is collision in network, no device would be able to receive data properly. The next topology is called star topology. In the star topology, all the devices are connected to a centralized device. A centralized device can be hub or switch. You can see that each device is connected to centralized device using a dedicated link. So each device can send and receive data at any time. And in the star topology, n number of devices can be connected to the centralized device. What are the advantages of the star topology? If one link is broken, then that particular node is not reachable. And the another advantage is that the collision is less. Why? Because each device has dedicated link. What are the disadvantages of star topology? Like what if the centralized device fail? If the centralized device is not working properly, then no device can be connected to each other and no device can communicate. And all the traffic goes through the centralized device. Means that if all the devices start to send data at the same time, there will be more amount of traffic at that particular device, and if it is more than its capacity, then it will fail eventually. The next topology is called ring topology. In the ring topology, all the devices are connected in the form of ring. The communication can be clockwise or anti-clockwise. Means one PC can send data to another PC in the clockwise or anti-clockwise manner. If one link is broken, then data can be sent another way. What are the advantages of the ring topology? If one link is broken, then destination is reachable from the another way. And what are the disadvantages? That unidirectional traffic. The next topology is called mesh topology. In the mesh topology, all the devices are connected to each other via a dedicated link. You can see one computer is connected to remaining all computer via a dedicated link. So the security is not concern anymore. There is no concern of sending data at particular time because each device can send data at any time, and there is dedicated link between sender and receiver, so no other device can receive data of other devices. But what can be the disadvantage? That number of link required is way more than the previous topologies. Imagine if you want to connect 100 of devices using mesh topology. Imagine if you want to connect 1000 of devices, the number of link will be increased dramatically and it will become very much complex system. The advantage is that the fault can be diagnosed easily because we know that there is particular link between two devices and there is security. Disadvantage is that the network is very complex and cost of the cable will also increase because number of cables will be increased, and maintenance is also high because the network is very much complex. The last topology is called hybrid topology, and hybrid topology is nothing but the combination of all the topology that we have just seen. The advantage is that it is a flexible, reliable and scalable, but the disadvantage is more complex and expensive. The example of hybrid topology is the internet. Then after, based on size, the network can be divided into three types: LAN, MAN and WAN. Local area network, metropolitan area network and the wide area network. The example of local area network is the network at your home or at your college, which is very small. And the example of the MAN is the combination of LAN. So the MAN can be present at particular region or particular city. So MAN is the collection of LAN, and just like the WAN is the collection of LAN. Let's compare LAN, MAN and WAN so that you can get the clear idea. So the first example is LAN. In the local area network, the ownership of the network is private. The area covered by that network is also very small because it can be seen at your home or at your college. The maintenance is also easy because the number of devices required is very less. The communication medium can be using coaxial cable, but it is not same for all the cases. It is totally dependent on the user that what type of cable he wants to use. The bandwidth is low and the data rate is very high. The second type is MAN. The MAN is owned by public or private, and the area covered is larger than the LAN and it is moderate. The design and maintenance is not easy as the LAN because the number of devices are more than LAN. The medium can be coaxial cable, optical fiber, wireless, PSTN, etc. And the bandwidth and the data rates both are moderate. Then the last one is WAN. The WAN is owned by public or private. The area which is covered by wide area network is very large because WAN includes more than one LAN and more than one MANs. And the design and maintenance is obviously not easy because the network is within a country or between the countries. The communication medium can be satellite or PSTN, and the bandwidth is high and the data rates are low. Then the last one, the based on the type of an individual device, there are two types, the client server network and the peer-to-peer network. In the client server network, The one device acts as a service requester, which is called client, and the one device acts as a service provider, which is called server. In the client server network, when a client wants to receive data, it has to request server and then after it can receive data. But in the peer-to-peer network, there is no client server available. Means each device can receive data and each device can provide the data. The example of the client server network is Google or Amazon. The example of peer-to-peer network is Bluetooth network or MuTorrent. When you download movie from torrent, you don't know, but in the background that movie is shared to other users also. Then there are three types of transmission mode: simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. Simplex means communication is only one way. For example, the TV transmission. Your TV receives signal from television tower, it cannot send back. Half duplex means that at a time only one device can send data. The example of half duplex is walkie-talkie. And the full duplex is a two-way communication that sender and receiver can send data simultaneously. And the example is telephone communication. So this is it for today's session. Thank you so much.